All right, ladies and gents, we're here for the long haul today. This is going to be a long old deadline stream, but I'm going to do my best to stay in the game until, well, for 4 hours. Let's see how long we can go for. I'm armed with a coffee. I might need to get another one halfway through the stream just to keep me wired in. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Lots to discuss. It's obviously time for me to use my free hit. That's what my team's looking like at the moment. Slight change from one of the teams that I shared yesterday. I've been following a lot of FPL content, looking at FPL Review, all the other different sites, and I'm slowly warming to the idea of picking Xavi Simons. I had Eliman and Jai in my team, and while he's good, I just think I want a Spurs attacker in there against Wolves. You know, they have to win the game. They have to win the game. There's no question about it. And I just feel like if Spurs are going to do something from an attacking point of view, it's probably going to come from Xavi Simons. Sorry, I'm just going to turn my mic up a little bit. That'll do. I think that'll do. I think it's probably going to come from Xavi Simons. I was looking at Solanke. I had Solanke in a draft that I made earlier on in the week, and while he might be the Spurs penalty taker, I think he plays too deep. So this is the team. I think I'm pretty locked in here. I guess the only question is, who is better out of Declan Rice and Ollie Watkins? That might be my final question. I feel like Ollie Watkins could be missing, you know? A lot of people have looked at him. I've had him in some of my teams. I think he could be good this week. Yeah, I think that's the only open question, really. Before we go any further as well, I'm finally inside the top 100k. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? So that's good. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the Golden Goal channel. That'd be wonderful. And leave a like rating on the stream. We got a fair few people watching already. I'd appreciate it. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes in the next sort of hour or so. And yeah, cheers to Gameweek 34. We're going to be here for the long haul today. Let's have a look at the chat. Francesco, good to see you. Red face, for me it's Bruno Fernandes, mate. Top 10 travel. Well, you're part of that best community, mate, so I appreciate you. Islamakal, Mavro or Porro? Mate, look at my team. That should be clear. I've gone Porro over Mavro and Siemens over Solanke so far. Free hit team at the moment is Raya, Gabriel, Van Dijk. So you got two defenders. Oh, Ben White. You've missed out a defender there. Salah, Bruno, Rogers, Gibbs, White, Cahill. I like it. You need another defender, though. There must be another defender. Yeah, I saw your comment, Mike. Roofs is the play. I'm warming up to it. I just think with the players that Newcastle have out, I think Arsenal got a good chance for Clino. How about the World Cup? We'll have a look at that. Watkins and Rogers, I think they could do well. Yeah. Neco Williams, okay, or Nico Williams. Mavro, I've already answered that. Engile, oh, mate, I know. Thing is, I think in open play, I'd probably say Dewsbury Hall is sort of 15% more likely to get an attack in return, let's say. But Iliam Njai is better for DEFCON, and he takes penalties. So I don't think there's anything in it at all. You'll have to forgive me. I've been swimming in a pool this week. I'm not ill. I'm fine. I've been swimming in a pool this week. I'm going to sneeze again. Basically, I've been swimming in a pool this week that hasn't been swum in because it's in a school that's been off for Easter. So when I've been getting in, I've just eaten chlorine for the last week, and it's Yeah, it's done me in a little bit. So I'm not ill, but if I sneeze quite a bit, that's why I'm going to open a window, see if that makes a difference. Yeah, I hope everyone's keeping well. Oh, and you're not sneezing like me. Jeez. Start Wilson or Rogers. Looks to me that Rogers are climbing, and up to you. Mike, I appreciate that, mate. Roos, Porro, Alderete, Gabriel, Bruno. I like it. Yeah, sorry for my sneezing. I'm blaming chlorine. I'm blaming chlorine for it. I've got 4 free transfers. Sell Palmer, Ekitike, maybe Dango and Richards. Honestly, I would just worry about this week so far, to be honest. Rest of the season, I do like Bournemouth players, but the thing is, there could be future blanks and doubles. Kind of depend on the outcome of the FA Cup semi-finals, because Bournemouth could have a double, and that changes things quite a lot. Holly, I scrolled across your Instagram story about 5 minutes ago, and then I went live. Remembered a free hit. I thoroughly enjoyed your B&M candle content as well. I remember some candles. I enjoyed that. Thoughts on Beto? I mean, come on. With all the options available, I don't think I could pick Beto. Do you think Yeah, I think Xavi Simons plays good minutes. I don't know about Cunha, mate. For me, I don't think I'd pick Cunha. I don't think I'd pick Cunha. Thing is, for me, he gets points through one route. And I think if you're targeting goals and assists this week, you're best off picking other players. Whereas, most of my team are all penalty takers, for example, or multiple routes to points people. What do you think of Eze? I just don't know if he's going to play. He may have looked good last week, but I don't even know if he's going to play. Yeah, triple Arsenal defence I like. I think they're the best defence this week. You will spin the wheel. All right, mate. We'll do a spin the wheel for you. So last week it was Gravenberch and Rogers. So you've got KDH, Njai, Somerville. Oh, hang on. Done it wrong. You got to do a new line every time. Njai. Ready? Ooh. There you go. The wheel has spoken. I've got no chips left. This is my final chip, my friend. So hopefully, I stay in. Minimum target now is to stay in the top 100k. Candle influencer, we love that. I'm glad. I'm glad we helped you. Timber and Mbumo, I've no idea, mate. I think Mbumo probably does. I don't know. I think asking that question, there's no answer to that at the moment. Casemiro or Tarkovsky? I don't think there's much. I quite like Casemiro actually. Depends on your risk appetite, I guess. Karam, you're not the weird guy that was asking me for videos of myself swimming, are you? And it wasn't last Sunday, it was a couple of weeks ago, and we already We did a debrief on the on one of my live streams. I would just like you to confirm that you're not the weird person that was asking me for swimming videos, and then we'll answer it. Wilson, Javi, and Jai. Mate, who have I got in my team? There's your answer. I've got Xavi Siemens. Mate, that's what I go for. Sorry, buddy. 74. 74 what? 74. I may have missed something. Virgil, Gabriel, Chow. No. You're not the weird guy. Don't worry. There was a weird guy that was being weird. You're not weird. There's some really weird people in that have been in the chat recently about my swim. It went really well, mate. I did a PB in the 50 backstroke, and my two events were too close to one another to really. The next one was a 50 freestyle. I swam like respectably, but it was about 10 minutes after, so there was no way I was going to put in a really really fast time. But I was pretty pleased overall with how I swam. So I appreciate that. That's an honest question. I'll say that. But there are no videos, I'm afraid. Bowen versus Watkins to replace Bowen. No question for me, Bowen. Long term, if you're thinking long term, you're going Bowen, in my opinion. Raya, Gabriel, Porro, Saliba. I wouldn't pick Saliba. I'm not sure about Saliba. The rest of the team is great. I'm also not too sure about Gakpo either. Like, are any Liverpool fans in the chat? What do you reckon of Gakpo? Looks like we will all have. Yeah, I think there's a free hit template, isn't there? I haven't, mate. Will there be another Mike? Well, there is, mate. His name's Leon Marchand, if you've not heard of him. Swimming has become a little bit more specialized now, where swimmers train for one individual event. And obviously, Michael Phelps won so many medals because he competed across a load of different events. And swimming is becoming a lot of people are faster than what Phelps was, first of all, in a lot of his events now. And second of all, the game has changed where people really specialize for individual events. So I don't think it's possible to be another Michael Phelps. But I'd say the closest one is Leon Marchand because he has Bob Bowman, who is Michael Phelps's former coach. There you go. Mavropanos or Alderete. I have no idea, mate. I can't choose between them. I mean, I've got Mavropanos in this team, so there you go. Hello, Tom. Good to see you, pal. My team: Virgil, Gabriel, Porro, Mukiele, Ricebrute. Yeah, good team. It's a good team, mate. Like, I honestly, I think there are kind of 19 to 20 players that are all pickable on the free hit. It's just a case of which of those 19 or 20 you actually have in your 11. I think that's literally the decision now. And honestly, if you had a team of any of those sort of 19, 20 players, you're fine. And everyone in your team is one of those 19, 20, in my opinion. So if you're selling Palmer and Ekitike and you don't have like Sabozlai or Bruno Fernandes already, they'll be your replacements for Palmer. Definitely Bruno if you don't have him. And then for Ekitike, I'd get Bowen. No, mate, I'm 28 years old. I don't think I've got I don't think I've got enough time ahead of me to get that good, unfortunately. I'm also a sprinter, and Michael Phelps was kind of a 200 swimmer. So yeah, I don't have a good 200 in me, unfortunately. I'm a sprinter. Win gold for your country. I mean, sounds very selfish, but if I won an Olympic gold medal, wow. It sounds sad, but I think I prioritize personal accomplishment. As long as I have people to share it and celebrate with, you know. Don't know if that's a wrong answer, but it's my gut feel. I'm not questioning, but why is Bowen a lot better choice than Watkins? Well, Bowen's on penalties. Watkins isn't. Bowen can get DEFCON. Watkins can't. Bowen's going to play every minute of every game. Not sure you can say that about Watkins. So that's my answer, really. Only bench boost. I wouldn't think about that, to be honest with you, because you just don't know what's going to happen with those players. Some of those players could get injured this week. I wouldn't, wouldn't go there. Not yet. Wouldn't think that far ahead. Liam Rossini, yeah. I feel sorry for Liam Rossini, to be honest. I feel really sorry for him. I know obviously he didn't necessarily help himself with some of the stuff he was saying in his press conferences and whatever, but honestly, I think anyone going into that Chelsea job has, their back is right up against the wall, isn't it? Let's be honest. You're not going to see me in the Olympics anytime soon, mate. I am so far off Olympic standard of swimming, it's unbelievable. So you are not going to see me at the Olympics. Is Bruno a trap? Well, if you think Bruno's a trap, then fair enough. Please rank Isak and Jai, Gibbs White, Somerville, Dewsbury Hall. No. Genuinely, I think they're all about the same. The ones I would actually pick out of that cohort, I don't think I'd touch Somerville, and I think Somerville's the worst than the other four. The other four are about the same, really. Virgil, Gabriel, Chow, Anderson, Enzo Lefebvre, and Fernandez Garner, Thiago. Definitely don't take a hit. Don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I wouldn't take a hit. I think you could probably just soldier on with that team, to be honest. I wouldn't bring in Salah. I'm not sure I'd bring in Salah. You haven't got Haaland, which is a bad thing. I'd leave yourself able to get or keep Haaland, to be honest. I think Rossini got 4 million rather than 24, but obviously it's still ridiculous money. Wolves will beat Spurs. If they do, they do. But I think you've probably, I'm personally backing Spurs. I might be mad, but I'm personally backing them. Yeah, exactly. Having pens for, and Watkins is a terrible penalty taker, by the way. Well, it'd be the next double, mate. Game week 36 or 37 will be double game weeks. Definitely game week 36, I think. Or Christian, I'm not sure. The thing is, right, here's my thoughts. To be different, I just think you need to play your free hit. Playing your free hit compared to the rest of the game is different. That's different enough for me. I just don't think you need to go uber different on your free hit. There are enough players in this free hit team that you're looking at right now that people won't have that will push you up the leaderboard if they do well. Like not having Arsenal defence, I can't do that. They got the highest clean sheet odds this week. If you don't have Gabriel, I think you're mad. I'll be honest with you. I definitely have questions about Raya. I do think you could pick someone that's not Raya. I also think you could probably pick someone that's not Declan Rice, but there you go. Yeah, I don't really rate Cunha. I rate him as a player, but I just don't know. I don't know if the week is going to be a good one for him with those minutes. I'm just worried about his minutes. Swapping Calvert-Lewin for Solanke. I'd go for Bowen or Thiago if you're picking for long term. For game week 34 on its own, you could probably go. You could go Solanke. You can make an argument for it. I've definitely had him in my team, but quite honestly, I can't really back Solanke long term. My argument there is I'd probably start one of the Everton players and just bench the other one. That's as far as I'm willing to answer that because I can't personally choose between Njai and Dewsbury Hall. Oh my god. Is it the same guy? Is that the same guy doing swimming comments again? It's just weird, mate. Unless you're just joking. You could be joking. Sorry, I've just got to go back to someone. Sorry, just dealing with that in a sec. Otherwise, chat on Monday. Sorry, I've just got to check something. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sorry about that. It's not, mate. I'm live 4 hours this afternoon. Right? I'm in the process of potentially buying a flat, and I'm just sorting a mortgage, so it's quite important. So apologies. I did apologise. Isn't I just can't I can't go against I can't go against Thiago, mate. I've got to be honest. I can't go against Thiago. I just think that Man United fixture is not as bad as the algorithms are letting on. And I think Thiago could do really well. What do you think of Wilson instead of Xavi? You could do it, yeah. I just think it's nice. A few people might still have Wilson who aren't free hitting. I just think someone like Xavi Siemens is so differential and rogue, and it's decent just for this week. I'm happy with it. Surely you can pick. So I got bloody Xavi Siemens in my team. What are you talking about? I got 2 Spurs players. It is serious business, mate. It was important that I replied to that message. More about the FPL Cartel, of course. Perfect little segue into my first plug. So yeah, Tom and I have started the cartel this season. Both of us are in the Discord, along with some fantastic other members, giving you all of your all of the advice you need on your FPL teams. Obviously, we're both YouTubers ourselves. You probably watch Tom if you watch me. You're very likely to, I think. We obviously give you advice on your teams. You can submit your team, by the way. If you join the cartel during this deadline stream, you can submit your team into our various deadline stream sections. How do I get rid of that? I don't want to search the cartel. I want to get rid of it. Oh, why is Discord being like that? I don't want to search the cartel. I don't care. There we go. So you can post your team into my section of the Discord, which is GGFF stream. Here you are. You can't see it, but you can post your team into this section of the Discord and get a team review. So that's one of the things you can do as part of the cartel. We also do a weekly podcast. Questions on that podcast are set by cartel members. Tom has developed a predicted points model, which is really useful. So yeah, if you like the sound of that, feel free to join. Yes, Joe, I am. I'm moving somewhere in Bristol, not too far from where I am currently. Still roughly within sort of walking-ish distance to Ashton Gate, which is quite good. I'm really happy. It's the unfortunate thing is living on your own in Bristol is very expensive. So that's the only thing. I'm still kind of like building myself up to a mortgage and paying loads of money to live there. But yeah. Gibbs White or Rogers? Oh, I don't think there's anything to split them, mate. Honestly, I don't think there's anything to split them. I don't think there's anything to split them. Genuinely, I don't. I'd probably say I'd rather have Rogers than Cunha, just for minutes. Oh, you think it looks terrible? I mean, it's not for you then, is it? Do you need inspecting? What does that mean? Raya, Gabriel, Van Dijk, Porro, Bruno Salah, Gibbs White, Javi, Watkins, Bowen, Thiago. This is my free hit team. Anything you would change? No. No, it's a great team. Just the only thing I could possibly change really is Declan Rice. I'm not sure how good he is. I wonder if Watkins is better. That's the only thing going through my head at the moment. And whether Raya is worth it in goal as well. Whether I should just have Roofs. Did Hill to Mukiele? Yeah, fine. The only thing is, Bournemouth do have a cheeky potential double game week in 36. Yeah, I agree on Casemiro. Yeah, I like him. Casemiro's decent, mate. I'm gonna see what the Discord thinks of that. Should we do it on our phone, can't I? Yeah, chat. We'll do it here as well. Chat. Casemiro. Discuss. We're gonna put it in the cartel. See what they're saying. What's the weather doing where you guys are, by the way? Beautiful and sunny here in Bristol today. Beautiful and sunny. I see we've got a team. In the we've got team, so we can have a look at the team on stream. Sorry, now I'm pressing the wrong things. What's going on? Here we go. Sithu. Oh, I think you should go for Xavi Siemens, mate. You want my honest answer? I think Xavi Siemens is who you should go for. We're trying to get rid of that annoying commenter. Oh, thank you. Oh, I see. Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? Appreciate that. Good moderating. Yeah, Casemiro is interesting. Let's have a look at his numbers. Does anyone's FPL website load like that, by the way? It just looks broken. We got some right weirdos in the chat, haven't we? I don't want people like you in the chat, mate. It's been weird. Why don't people just be normal? So Casemiro is basically, you might be a bit too small for you to see. Basically 12 DEFCON per 90. Oh, 12 attacking returns this season. I think that's more than Szoboszlai. I think it is more than Szoboszlai, actually. It is. Szoboszlai's only got 9. Yeah, people are being weird in the comments, mate. Don't worry. Myself and the fantastic moderators are dealing with it. If in doubt, kick him out. That's what I say, Holly. That was obviously a joke. You're hyped to put. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I've looked at Szoboszlai stats, and now I'm starting to be a little bit rattled by having him in my team. I think that's the nature of the free hit, isn't it? The longer you bloody look at the team, the more doubt you get about all the individual players in it. Afternoon, Jake. Good to see you, mate. A lovely photo of you and your missus were in the Discord, may I say. Just need Bruno to pick out Casemiro a couple of times, yeah? Well, he's their main threat from set play, isn't he, Casemiro? But I guess the only thing is Maguire's back now as well. So as a -8 hit, not really, no. I honestly think if you're not free hitting this week and you can field 10 players, I think that's fine. I don't want to keep thinking about are these players necessary because you could look at each player in my team, probably apart from Bruno Fernandes and Gabriel, and say, are they necessary? Yeah, you might be right. You've Raj. You might be right. It's nice to make an effort, isn't it? I'm going to a wedding tomorrow, so I'm going to have to wear a suit for the first time. Rather excited for that. And we'll don the same suit for the final deadline stream of the season, of course. It's going to be a special one. Look forward to that. Suited and booted, game week 38 deadline stream. Roofs or Pickford? You know what? I honestly think Roofs, Pickford, Kinski, there ain't much between them. I'll be honest with you. Across the board, there is not much between all of them. There's so few points that come from your goalkeeper. I think you pick one and just stick with them. Really, don't think about it too much. The more you kind of think about your team, the more doubts that appear in your mind. That's what I'm going through at the moment. It's bloody annoying. Lomans, he's another one, I guess. He's another one. Should we have a look at the clean sheet odds? 2 secs. We'll pull up a bit of Rob T. We'll pull up a bit of Rob T. I think FPL Tom's going for Bruno Guimaraes, by the looks of it. So you were asking about goalkeepers, weren't you? Someone was. Here you are. Roof's top. Oh, Raya second. I didn't need to see that. I didn't need to see that. Sells third. Kinski, Hermanson, Woodman. Slanky's at Burnwalk. I didn't need to see Roofs at the top. I didn't need to see that. I didn't need to see that. Someone outside just had a good sneeze then. There's your goals and clean sheet odds. Someone was asking me about goalkeepers, so there's your odds. Happy Friday to you, Jonathan Austin. Did we see Mbumo in training? Not sure. We'll have a look. I'll have a look. I'll get that information for you. I'm looking, but I can't see anything about Man United so far. Has anyone got any Man United news? I'm looking, mate. No, I can't see it. Sorry. Yeah, I think Xavi's going to play decent minutes, mate. I think he's Spurs' best attacker. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, but I'm on my free hit, Sebastian, so it doesn't matter. My two goalkeepers are Darlow and Verbruggen. Darlow has Burnley in game week 36, and Verbruggen has Wolves in 37. So I think I'm set from a goalkeeper point of view. What's that question, Maguire? What you getting at with that question, mate? Mate, Senesi's going to Tottenham. What are we playing at, Senesi? Why no Everton against West Ham? Because I actually think it's gonna be a really close game. And you tell me like a really outstanding Everton player. Like they're all okay, but Rob T, you want to see that again? All right, pal. There you go. Do you want that one or a different tweet? It was, yeah, they're all decent. There are photos of Bumo in training. There you go. I think Cunha was just on a rest program. I read yesterday. So it wasn't like particularly confidence inspiring for me about Mbumo. About Cunha, sorry. Mbumo should be okay. Hopefully that's the Rob T data you're after, mate. Yeah, mid manager, mild manager. It's tough, mate. Honestly, there are like I keep saying this. There are sort of 19 or 20 players. All of them are absolutely fine. And it's just a case of which sort of structure do you put them together in. Sorry, I was just putting my Invisalign back in after my coffee. Sorry about that. Will Beto play? Well, probably, but I can't confirm it. I don't mind Solanke, yeah. The thing for me with Solanke is I just think he's been dropping a bit too deep. I'm not sure I'm a massive fan of his positioning, is all I'd say. Yeah, that's what I'd say on Solanke. By the way, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like rating on the stream. We got 210 people watching, so if we can hit 100 likes, I'd be very grateful. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the Golden Goal channel as well. That'd be wonderful. Different. Do you want the player projections, do you? Let's have a look at the player projections. These ones. So here are your top defenders for predicted points. Gabriel, Virgil van Dijk, Danso, Pedro Porro. There's your top defenders. Midfielders, Bruno, Salah, Rice, Verts, Sabozlai, Gakpo, Njai, and Bumo, Javi Siemens. That's your list. Forwards and midfield, forwards and goalkeeper, sorry. Roofs, he's the top keeper. I hate looking at Roofs being the top keeper, man. Raya, Seld, Kinski, Hermanson, Woodman, Solanke, Isak, Bowen, Watkins, Thiago, and Havertz are your top forwards. Suggestions for punts? Well, we've just gone through that list, mate. If there are some punty players that you feel have emerged on that list, I'd go for them. I'd go for them. I honestly think I'd take some Spurs players on. I do. I do love Njai, mate. I had Njai in my team before I went live. Oh, sorry, this morning Njai was in my team, and I've just swapped him out for Xavi Siemens. See, look, even the bottom says I'm unsure about Raya, Rice, Njai, and VBD, and I've already got rid of Njai. There you go. I'm sure about Raya, Rice, and VBD. Let's change that. Cunha, Thiago, and Brobby. Second bench. What does that mean? Sorry, mate. Sorry, Davies family. I wish I knew what that meant, but I can't make sense of it. Yeah, Gibbs White's another one. Yeah, chuck him in. Sorry, I can't be like I can't give you a definite yes or no about things. But that's kind of the nature of the game. I'll say it again. I think there are like 20 pickable players this week, and it's just a case of fitting 11 of them into your team. Are you concerned about? Yeah, I am concerned about Watkins' minutes. That's why I haven't got him. I'm concerned about his minutes, and I don't like the fact he doesn't take penalties. Those two, things were enough for me not to pick him, I think. All right, bear with, guys. I'm going to have to quickly nip and get a tissue because I'm about to sneeze. Right, we are so back. Sorry about that. I'm not entirely sure whether Salah is actually going to take penalties for Liverpool going forward. Someone told me, it was Abby that's in the Cartel Discord, that Liverpool were awarded a penalty in the Champions League in the last game. And they didn't get it, it was overturned. But before it got overturned, Szoboszlai picked up the ball, kissed the ball like he was going to get up and take the penalty. And, they're going to prepare for life outside of Salah, right? Last game of the season, Salah probably gets a penalty for old time's sake. But I think Szoboszlai could take the next Liverpool penalty. Like, I genuinely think he is a better penalty taker than Salah. So, that's my thoughts. Like, you cannot tell me that Salah is a really, really good penalty taker because he's not. He misses loads of penalties. Misses loads of penalties, he does. There is a question as to whether Alisson is fit for Liverpool as well, which is pretty big for which is pretty big for Van Dijk as well. Pretty big for old Verge. Made rush for people's last minute. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I hope there was nothing too annoying or serious to fix. Yeah, do it, mate. Get yourself in that gym, mate. I hope everything's well with you, Paul. What stuff have you been working on today? What kind of jobs have you been doing for people? I had a big, scary tire pressure warning light come on yesterday. But then I realised both of my rear tyres were the same PSI. They're just a bit below what the car wants. So I was worried I had a puncture, but we don't. It was just air over time has escaped. That's my car worry. I like Solanke. Yeah, good option. Good enough option. Long weekend coming up. Good. I'm pleased to hear that, mate. Cunha, or is that working weekend? Cunha, Thiago, Brobby, or Solanke? What? I don't like Cunha. I don't like Brobby. I do like Thiago. I like Solanke and I like Watkins. Does that help? Basically, I don't like any of the midfielders you've named there. But Cunha's probably the best. Raya, Van Dijk, Gabriel, Porro, Bruno. Yeah, good team. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Let's get on it, Ben. Yeah, if any of you are in the Cartel Discord and want a team review, by the way. Oh, I don't see it, Ben. You got to put it in my chat, brother. I do like Gibbs White. He's another one that I like. I don't like him enough to put him in my team personally because for me, I look at that Sunderland Forest game and I just can't call it either way. I don't know how you feel, but obviously Sunderland have got a great record at home. I can't call it. Yeah, mate, you got my team, but you got Gakpo instead of Szoboszlai, so I can't possibly say that's a bad team. That's a great team. Trailer plug fitment, alternator, starter mate. Oh, nice one, Paul. Parking sensor's not working. Oh, mate, I bloody hate electrical stuff. To be fair, parking sensor's not working. Someone can live with that. An alternator and starter motor, not so much. To be fair. Yeah, Bumo does appear to be fit, mate. Yeah, but I just wouldn't trust it 100 million% is what I'd say. Also, I don't think, I'll be honest, I had Mbumo for a long time in my team. I don't think he's all that good. Yeah, Mavropanos, very decent, mate. Wilson or Javi, the one I've got in my team. Thoughts on Isak? Yeah, but I just worry about Isak's minutes, really. Thoughts on Williams? Is that Nico Williams? I think he could be decent. I'm just going to shut my window. I'm getting a bit chilly. Ooh. Thoughts on Heskey? Heskey's some plays for a Premier League team now, doesn't he? We play some level of football. Player back four with Porro and Mavropanos. You could do, yeah. Fair enough. Monther Khatib, then don't pick triple Liverpool. It's fine. You can do what you like with your team, mate. Thing is, I don't even need Liverpool to win. I just need my FPL players to score points. I would consider it, Ben, but it involves learning two other leagues, League One and League Two. And whilst my knowledge of the Championship is okay, I just I can't take in another couple of leagues. It's just not possible for me, unfortunately. Probably shouldn't I? But maybe, maybe. But right now I can't. I just don't have the headspace. Well, here's another one then. This is Tim Bayer's predicted points. Let's have a look at this. Oh, it's got Elliot Anderson right up there. Don't see any. There are no Spurs players on this list. Enzo Lefebvre's right up there as well. Wow. Oh, sorry. Yeah. What's this thing? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. An initial time. Yeah, I agree. 60. The thing is, though, Liverpool aren't in any other competitions. That's the only redeeming thing. But I just don't think with no Ekitike now, Slot is not going to be risking Isak. You know, Isak's going to get sort of 60 to 70 minutes would be my guess. So I'm just checking some team news off screen a sec. Who'd bench? Well, I've got one of those players isn't in my 11, mate. That's all I'm saying. So that's my opinion. The player that isn't in my 11. Javi or Solanke? Javi. Biggest flop and PFA player of the season. Who's been the biggest flop of the season for you, chat? Biggest flop this season. Who's been a flop? That's tough on that. I don't think Verts has been that bad, I'll be honest with you. He was at the start, but he's grown into it. Have there really been many flops? No Timber news, mate. I haven't seen any. Salah, yeah. It is probably Salah, isn't it? You're probably right. Saka's just been injured. I think you're right in saying Salah. He has dropped off. PFA player of the year. It all depends on who wins the league, really. To be honest with you. All depends on who wins the league. I think if City win it, who could it be? Could be Semenyo, you know. Semenyo could be up there. Bernardo Silva, yeah, I think you're right to suggest him. It could just be Haaland as well. Or Cherky. It'll probably be a Man City player if they win it. Thoughts on Jill Scott? Yeah. Bowen's definitely not player of the season. He's had a very good year. I've always felt that when Liverpool had their original offers in for Salah from Saudi, and it was a very big offer, and they said no to it, I thought they should have sold him then and bought Bowen. I think Bowen, for years, has been the perfect Salah replacement. I really do. I really like Bowen. I think you put Bowen in a better team than West Ham, he'd score 20 a season easily. Yeah, Bruno as well. Yeah. And then if Arsenal win the league, it's a Gabriel or a Declan Rice, isn't it? Reality. Nice KC. Yeah, that's a great team. I got no comments. No comments. It's a great team. Well, Davies family, I've got Thiago. And I don't really care if he's a differential or not, to be honest. I think he's great. I think Thiago's great. Yeah, I'm not doing it to be different. I'm picking him because I think he's a great option. Oh, Palmer. God. He's just been. I don't get what's going on with Palmer over the last couple of years, but he has fallen off, hasn't he, since his start for Chelsea? Right, let's see if he got some news. Okay. Does anyone care about Wolves news? Jose Sarr's going to play for Wolves. Not that it means much, I don't think. Refs have admitted to an error and said that Brobby should have got sent off against Spurs. Funny. Oh yeah, some analysis saying that Solanke just doesn't quite suit the matchup. I'm just not massive on Solanke with where he's playing. Let's have a look. Crystal Palace, there's no real news apart from Adam Wharton being back. Do 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 do. So Porra has a 33% chance of an attacking return and a 34% chance for clean sheet, apparently. Mad. According to the bookies. What else we got? What else we got? I think that's all I got. I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's the thing on Solanke. The numbers aren't very good. Which Arsenal attacker is the most nailed? I don't think any of them are. I think it's impossible to say. Yeah, Newcastle certainly have. I know a lot of Newcastle fans aren't happy with Eddie Howe. I don't feel qualified to comment on it really. But seeing him play Voltemada in midfield was weird. What does the Mosquera suspension mean, mate? Anderson's Man City. I think he's Rodri cover, really, isn't he? It's mad how much money they've spent on players in that position, though. What was his name? I can't remember. The Spanish guy or they brought in, who they didn't rate. And then they brought in Reinders, who hasn't been getting in the team. It's crazy that Reinders, by the way, has not been getting in the Man City team. Considering how his season started. It's crazy. Well, I'll be honest, the differential 11, it's not too different from this one. Like, I wouldn't, to get ahead, I don't think the answer is pick a full team of 11 players that are different. I think it's probably pick the core group of 8 or 9 and then go different with some of the others. That's the answer. I think Ballard should play. That's a good question, though. Let's have a look, see if we got any news on Ballard. Apparently, last game, 09 started and they conceded 4. So there you go. All of the Sunderland fans are saying that Ballard is going to come in for Luke 09 as well. Have a look. So this is Sunderland AFC News and Banter page. Fantastic source. But what I preferred was looking at the replies. If Ballard is healthy, he's the guy. 2 changes for me. Ballard in for Luke 09. Ballard in the team. Ballard comes straight in. Ballard comes straight in. Ballard in this team. Ballard in that team. I mean, that's a confidence builder for me that Ballard comes into the team, if I'm honest with you. Oh, the thing is for me with triple Sunderland defence is I'm not sure. I just can't call their game against Forest. Like, honestly, predict how that game's going to go. It's impossible. I would say all outcomes are equally likely. There's a 33% chance that Sunderland win. There's a 33% chance it's a draw. And there's a 33.3% chance that Forest win. Like, I cannot call the game. And for that reason, I'm less inclined to pick Sunderland players. But if you've got a different view on it, totally cool. You go with your view. I saw someone saying they want to go against Van Dijk. You can do. Yeah, I had that question before, Jack. I'm not saying this team's locked in. You know, there could definitely be some changes. Casemiro in for Rice could be one of them. Nil all day. I don't know. Yeah, I know, but you only got to pick him for 1 week, and it's Wolves. So according to the bookmakers, Pedro Porro, right, he's got a 33% chance of an attacking return and a 34% chance of a clean sheet. That's all I'm going to say. I've no idea on Baltimore, mate. Probably does play because he's not the starting striker for Spurs. I don't think he's going to start. Well, Mbeumo was pictured in training apparently yesterday, but if that means he's actually going to start, I don't know. Depends how much money you got, Dreamers Canvas, but Bruno Fernandes looks good. Szoboszlai looks good for the rest of the season. One of those two, I reckon. Especially if you're making transfers. Solanke's good. Yeah, sure. He plays for Spurs. I think they've got a good fixture this week. The thing that would worry me about Solanke is the fact that he drops too deep for my liking. That would worry me. Yeah, that's all I got to say on it, really. I think he drops too deep. Yeah, mate, I've got one player if I didn't use my free hit. Yeah, I think Isak starts. Do I think he's good on a free hit? Probably not. I just don't know how many minutes he's going to get. I have somehow turned it around a little bit, mate. I think 89k is definitely better than where it was. Yeah, Watkins is decent. Absolutely. I think if you're buying a starting defender, you go Munoz, mate. But then with Munoz, there's European games mixed in. So for me, gut feel probably says Virgil van Dijk because he's just going to play every game for the rest of the season without question. No more news yet, I'm afraid. I was just having a look. Porro it is, yeah, I'd go for it. Woodman a good 1 week punt? No, because I think there's a chance that Allison could play. Chelsea's worst run since the Titanic sank. Not seen any Timber news, mate. We'll have a look for it. I've just done a little trawl of Twitter. That's why I kind of went a little bit AWOL then. Let's just have a quick look. Let's see if there's a presser due. Let's have a look. So I'm just looking to see the times of the press car. Oh, there aren't any. I haven't got any. Oh, there we go. That's Thursdays or Fridays. Where are the presses? Arteta is at 1:30 p.m. So he's being interviewed now. So we'll see if something comes out. Usually late is what I'd say on Arteta. Solanke trash. I wouldn't go that far. I just think he gets too deep. There we go. Arteta. If anyone's watching Sky Sports News, do let me know. I am not able to put it on, but if anyone's watching it, do let me know. Villa and Forest minds preoccupied. I'll tell you what, Southampton, who Bristol, my team, Bristol City, played in the week. They were very put off by the cup. That's for sure. Garnacho. He's not so lanky. Very good. Sunderland defenders. Yeah, mate. Sure. Oh, yeah, I know. On Somerville, I just can't do it. I don't think he has enough strings to his bow for me. If for some reason Somerville was the penalty taker, I'd consider him, but I can't. I'm sorry. He could be an option, but not for me. Gone for Casemiro instead of Rice to get Bowen, Solanke, and Watkins in. Yeah, yeah, don't mind it. Fine, makes sense. You were banging on about not that saying it in a negative way, but you were going on about Solanke earlier, so do it, mate. I think if you were big on Solanke as you were in my chat earlier, and you don't go for it, then So I'm just checking a little bit of news. No, nothing on there. Will Vert start? I think he probably will. That's fair enough, making up the differential. I still think I would pick Gabriel. I think he's head and shoulders above the rest of the defenders. But there you go. Yeah, I don't know what I've got Mark Gu in there for. I should probably change him, shouldn't I? Who could I afford? Got 1.8 million. if I were to sell. I got 5.8 million for a forward. Who should I pick? Beto, Barry, Robbie. Probably pick Robbie, shouldn't I? Make sure he's not in my starting lineup. No, he's not. Slaughter said he hopes that the World Cup gives Isak some form. Let's see. He's had a very disrupted season, to be fair, as Isak. No injury. I haven't seen anything on Better yet. Moy should be having his press conference right now, as should Arteta. So hopefully stuff comes out. I'm not seeing anything yet. Yeah, still got no news. Well, it's crunch time, isn't it? Silver's on now. If you get anything FPL polls, let us know. I have 4 players like matches this game week. No free hit left, but bench boost and wildcard. Would you recommend the wildcard? Yeah, why not? Why not? Jack Hutch, no, we do them through the cartel now. I'll tell you a little about the cartel. We've got 200 people in here. I've started the cartel this season with my very good mate, FPL Tom. It's a Discord. Both of us are in there, along with a fantastic community of other FPL managers to help you with your FPL teams. We do a weekly podcast together. Questions for that podcast are asked by cartel members. Tom has also developed a predicted points model. And if you want to get your team reviewed, well, you can join the cartel and post your team into my chat, which we've already got a team to review by the looks of it already. So we're going to have a look at that. Jake's put his team in. It's our cartel. I thought it would be a good name. So yeah, we do a 7-day free trial before you have to fully commit. So you can try it out for 7 days. So yeah, this is Jake's. It's great. Great team. I do think I'd probably have Porro in there over Ballard, but what am I to say? Great team. I think we've had a new joiner as well by the looks of it. Thank you if you joined as a result of the stream. I appreciate that. Do you have any favourite differentials for this week? What would you class as a differential? This is really difficult for me because even players that are popular on free hit are going to be differential. So you asking me what is a different, like, have you got a good differential? Half of my team, I think, are pretty good differentials. I know you're seeing a lot of people with Salah, for example, and Javi Siemens and like Sabozline. You're thinking, oh, everyone's got them. But actually, we are a small hole. We are a small bubble in the world of FPL that are free hitting. I'd like to think I can finish top 50k if things go well. The one thing I definitely need, I think if you get a Bournemouth double game week in game week 36 along with Man City, we are absolutely cooking if that happens. I don't know if Cunha will be fit to play, mate. It's that simple. I don't know. There's been no information. And even if Cunha is fit, there's not like a 100% guarantee that he plays. Football and stuff, 7 million and under. Is that for a midfielder? Wilson or Gibbs White. I'd definitely go Bowen over Beto. I don't think there's anything between Wilson and Gibbs White. They're all great. I'm still deciding on Mavropanos versus Van Dijk. Fair enough. Differential for me is some players not very highly owned that you can see. Well, that's but like players that are not very well owned. Javi Siemens is not very well owned. Salah is not very highly owned. You know, I know that's what I'd pick them. See where I'm coming from. Even Pedro Porro as well. Oh yeah, Billy, the two that I've got in my team. I'd probably say Javi Siemens and Sabozlai. Chiro. Can't decide on my transfers. Casemiro slash Rice slash Sabozlai. I'd probably go Rice. No, I go Sabozlai. Watkins over Rogers, I think. What? Mate, I can't answer that. Sorry. Sorry. That says it's not clear enough to me what I'm answering there. I tried to read it twice and I still can't make sense of it. Sorry, Chiro ranks. You have to type it again to help me. Think of me as an idiot and then type the message that way. That help. Allison could make a return this weekend. You're right. A midfielder, Bruno F. Sabozlai. Yeah, nice. I probably would bring in Salah, but I think it's a great midfield. 7 million or under for a midfielder. Xavi Siemens, Sabozlai. Those would be my two. Njai as well. Casemiro. Yeah, exactly, Matt. That's what we know. Gonna have a quick look, see if we got any more news. Sorry, my Twitter on my phone has just failed. Bear with. On my laptop, sorry, just failed. Oh, I've just seen a tweet that makes you want to pick Ollie Watkins now. Ollie Watkins' form has increased considerably since the return of John McGinn and Tielemans. One more win needed versus Fulham to secure UCL football for Aston Villa. Oh, FPL mates just tweeted that. God, I'm gonna have bloody Watkins in my team now, aren't I? It's Rice or Sabozlai out for Watkins. I'm gonna do, I think. Oh, why am I doing this to myself? Why, oh, why do I play this game? Why, oh, why do I do this to myself? I've got to downgrade someone. Mukiele, you can become Alderete. And that gives me enough cash for a 4.7 million midfielder. So let's see what we can get. Yes, I'm making a change to my team. I know. I don't want to hear it. Who should I bloody get? Who should I bloody get? They're all crap, aren't they? Wow, there's no value here at all. I can afford it though, so I probably should. Do Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Yeah, I probably should actually. It saved me a bit of cash, wouldn't it? And it should mean I can afford maybe a 5 million midfielder. Oh, I should get Lafay, right? If you find 0.1 million down the back of the sofa, I can get Dewsbury Hall to go on my bench. I'm feeling a little bit better about this. It's just whether I want Szoboszlai or Rice. No. Do we want Szoboszlai or do we want Rice? Yeah, no, I didn't. I know, but I've only got 5 million, mate. I didn't. I've only got 5 million. The question is now, do I have a Casemiro is 5.5, isn't he? Yeah, 5.7. Oh. Yeah, I could dead spot it. I'm just deciding whether I actually want Szoboszlai in there, though. Or whether I want Rice. It's not Enzo Lefebvre, it's whether I want Szoboszlai or Rice. Oh, my God. Do I want Szoboszlai or do I want Rice? Do I want Szoboszlai or do I want Rice? Do I want Szoboszlai or do I want Rice? And no doubt Casemiro is going to score as well. Oh, dearie me. I'm going to ask the cartel. We're getting there, lads. We're getting there. Slowly getting there. We're getting there. Szoboszlai gives you 100% pen coverage for Liverpool. He does. What's his points been like recently? Has he been hitting DEFCON? He's been all right, hasn't he? Oh. Rice does DEFCONs too. There's nothing between them in reality. Let's be honest. There's nothing between Szoboszlai and Rice in reality. Sorry, I know people are asking me questions. I'm just trying to work out what to do with my team a sec. Sob maybe. Brilliant. Well, that's a good team. Oh, it could go Casemiro. We could pick Casemiro. We could. Salah not on pens. I'm not sure that's confirmed. I just heard that he grabbed the ball in the last Champions League game. The last time Liverpool had a penalty awarded, it got overturned. But before it got overturned, Szoboszlai was like kissing the ball, almost as though he was going to take it. So, lack of Bruno G. Oh, mate, I know. So I've got Watkins in there now, mate. I'm deciding between Szoboszlai, Rice, like Bruno Guimaraes, Casemiro. No idea. No idea. I like option one, mate. I like option one because that's what I'm doing. They will FPL polls. You're right. Gibbs White. Oh, he's another one. Oh, I don't care. I don't need the money, Jack. I don't need the money. I don't need the money. No, I've got no suggestions for you, Sandra. It's a great team. Get Eze. I don't. Oh, I don't know. Wilson. Oh, he's another one. Elliot Anderson too. He's another one. Like there are so many pickable options. I think I'm now sold on Watkins. You know, though. I think I want Watkins just because Villa are close to qualifying for Champions League. I think it's a good fixture. He's in a bit of form. We'll go Watkins. His minutes are decent. See what the cartel's saying. Oh, Abby's saying she'd rather, yeah, keep Rice over Szoboszlai. I think he's probably right. Why not Rogers? I don't need him till the end. I'm free hitting, mate. I don't need him till the end of the season. All right, that's me for now then. I'm sure it'll change again, lads. Oh, I could put Rogers. It's just like honestly, for me, there are less across the board. I think there are like 19, 20 players that you can pick. For me, the ones that I would be willing to have in my team, there's about 15 or 16. And it's just a case of which of those 15 or 16 make it into my team and which order and arrangement do I put them in. This is the current order and arrangement that I've selected. Van Dyke, I reckon, mate. Or you just don't do anything. Is Hall injured at the moment? Of course you can do what you like, Charith. I'm not a massive fan of Cunha just because of the minutes and kind of one route to point that he had to points which he has is purely attacking returns. I guess that's also why I've got bloody what am I doing with Watkins now I've said that? Oh, it's so painful. Best goalkeeper for this week, I think it's either Roos or Raya, mate. Yeah, Diamond could play. He's kind of the only sort of rogue creative spark that Arsenal have, which I think is the thing that they're really missing from a lot of their performances, to be honest with you. Hall is not injured, but Newcastle haven't been keeping enough. Yeah. I just don't see the point in making a transfer, really. Yeah, there is some Gibbs White love. There is. Garner could do well as well. Yeah. They all could, mate. I wouldn't pick Madison. I don't think I'd pick Madison. I don't think I'd do that. I didn't see what happened to Vinicius, mate. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, that's also another part of my thinking as well. The more I think about that Liverpool Crystal Palace game, the more I think, do I really want to be tripled up on Liverpool for that game? Up the Pompey. Well done for staying up. I don't know how I feel about Pompey. I just said up the Pompey, so I guess that kind of says it all. But no, in reality, I don't know how I feel about Pompey. Should I be rivals to them? Should I feel like they're a big rival? I spent a lot of my life working in Portsmouth for various reasons, so yeah, I don't know. Arteta's on now, is he? Let us know. Tell you what, if Timber's declared fit, we might go triple Arsenal defence and stick Szoboszlai back into my midfield, actually. Which Anderson, James? I don't think there are many 6.5 million forwards you'd want in your team long term, really. That's the thought I've got. It's like Thiago and Bowen are the ones, really. Oh, Beto is unavailable after suffering concussion. Would you drop Thiago, play two up top? I really like Thiago. Barry, I don't want Barry in my team. Well, they all. I mean, Beto and Barry are not. It's not exactly a hugely dangerous lineup. Okay, a big boost for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta has confirmed Bukayo Saka and Ricardo Calafiori are due to be in the squad for tomorrow's game with Newcastle. Still no Yuri and Timber. I still think Saka is a massive risk. I don't think you can start Saka. Yeah, Cunha's been pictured in Man United. Sorry, and Mbeumo has been pictured in Man United training. Someone's asking about him. There is your answer. Yeah, I think Mbeumo will be okay. He trained yesterday, mate. Let's see what Tom's up to on YouTube. Let's see what his team's looking like. Let's go and have a look at his stream a sec.
As well. I think Arsenal just have some nice fixtures coming up where maybe Rice can do well. Has a pretty decent record against Newcastle, by the way. Does Declan Rice?
Oh, I'm on the wrong account. I'm on the wrong bloody account. I'm on the Robin's Nest. Let's switch. I've got to play the bloody ad again, haven't I? We'll turn that down for you guys. We'll turn that down. I want Tom's thoughts on my team. I'm gonna pretend to be a. I'm not gonna pretend to just be a normal viewer.
Got. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. Anything you want to ask me ahead of the deadline, do let me know. I feel like most people will try to chase the Xavi points, but it wouldn't shock me if maybe Casemiro does outscore him. I don't think it's a bad fixture for Dango. If you definitely want to like move him, there are some very nice picks. I think we looked at the Dango picks. So my model spat out Dewsbury, Casemiro, Diarra, Gardner, Lafie, Elliot Anderson. Those were the ones that the model spat out. Yeah, and Wemo was pictured in training.
Let's see if he answers me.
Start Mook or Saliba.
Streamception.
Again, depends on if you want to go stacked into that Arsenal defense or you believe Mook is going to be the best player to go for. Again, all down to you, isn't it, really? Here he is. Right, we were literally just having this debate, Tom, around our strikers maybe being overvalued this week. Because if you look throughout the course of a season, would you want to play a free up front? As someone who's played a free up front most of the season, I've not really enjoyed it. And it hasn't been great routes to points, has it? I think the thing with Watkins as well is if Villa are quite comfortable in that game, what's to stop them taking him off and then, you know, preparing for European football? If they're like 2 or 3-0 up, 60-minute mark, does Watkins go off? So that's kind of where my thoughts would be at with that one, mate. No, we haven't had any news yet on
There we
Timber,
go.
so
Tom's out me with my team. Thank you, Tom. Gonna go back to where we were before. Gonna go back to 1999. Going back through my old neighborhood. Yeah, but I feel like Villa could score through a lot of different means, to be honest with you. Watkins is in no way like a real talisman for them, I don't think. We're back to where we were then. I'm actually going to do a quick real Nildo to Mook, because I can get him in. I just don't want Rodgers in my team, mate. Sorry. We could do Rodgers, sure, but I just don't want Rodgers in my team. We're back to where we were. No, I wouldn't take a punt for that. I'd just sit with Dango. I think Dango as a 1 week punt is a good shout, mate, to be honest with you. I think Brentford could give Man United some real issues this week. I haven't moved off of him at all. I just want to go back to 1999. Sorry, I've just got to crap my phone on charge a sec. 2 seconds. Esteval is cooked, mate. Yeah, I know. He's got a really bad hamstring injury. I'd be surprised if he's back for next season, to be honest with you. And Jai and Wilson are being slept on. I'm content with that team. I think that's the team. That's the team. It's been my team for a majority of this stream, hasn't it? Let's be honest. We had a little bit of a wobble with Watkins. But I think that's the team. I think that's the team. By the way, if you haven't already, please do leave a like rating on the stream. We've got over 200 people watching at the moment and 72 likes. If you're watching this stream, really appreciate it if you could leave a like rating and also subscribe to the Golden Goal channel if you haven't already. I would very, very much appreciate that. So yeah, leave a like rating and subscribe if you can. I am trying to hit 25k subs by the end of the season, but I think it might be a bit too much of a tall order. But if you could subscribe, I'd be very grateful. I just want to go back to 1999. I don't know why that song's in my head now. Someone was playing it in their car. I had to nip out and go to Tesco to get some rice. And someone was driving past playing that song, and now it's in my head. Gibbs White is a great show, yeah. Why is Chow down? Oh, brilliant. You gone very safe. Makes me doubt my free hit. Mate, I went safe on my wild card and I went up by 100,000 places. I halved my rank. So it worked. I'm doing it again. Cortex, good to see you, my mate. How's things? Give us an update. What's going on in your world, mate? I hope you're well. I hope life is good. I just wanna go back. I was gonna say. Glad to hear it, mate. Glad to hear it. Kieran W's absolutely done me in. You're not a guy called Kieran W who I used to work with, are you? It's not you. Don't think it is. Sorry, excuse me. Just having a sip. I just wanna go back. FPL polls he's not got it. How many players you getting for the double? We don't even know what the double is yet, mate. So I don't know. Cunha had a recovery day yesterday. There's not much more other than that, really. So he didn't take part in full training. I think he'll be fine, but I just don't fully trust it. You know. I mean, sure, if you want to go double West Ham defence, I just think Everton have got a bit about them now. I guess maybe no Beto sort of puts me off and Jai a bit more, I guess. I think the press conferences makes FPL more fun. It just gives you another dynamic. You have to try and read the managers. I want to go back to last week's deadline, mate. Yeah. I actually don't. I'm very happy. Yeah, I think Mbeumo will be fine. He was in training yesterday. I think he'll be fine. It's just a case of whether Carrick does what he did in the last game and doesn't start him. I think that's your only risk, really. But he's fine. There's no doubt that he's not okay. No, I wouldn't sell Dango or Mbumo. I think both of them are fine. Yeah, David, great free hit, mate. I got no words. It's great. Eze's a little bit of a risk, but I think you know what you're getting into with it, and you're picking him to be different. So I think it's fine. I got nothing, mate. It's a great team. Great team. Kinski start should do, yeah. I will play Cunha, get Saliba off the bench if he doesn't play. Yeah, that's fair enough then. You're not Dave. That's not Dave Tubby from Bristol City, is it? Saka, Arteta said he's fine for Newcastle. Yeah, but being fine and then not playing for a while, is he going to go straight into the 11? I don't want to take the risk. Yeah, I don't mind that FPL polls. Yeah. There'll still be a lot of defenders that get it, but I don't mind it. No news on Timber. I don't think Timber's fit. So Saka and someone else are returning. Saka and Calafiori are back, but not Timber by the signs of it. That's the news on him. Sorry, I was just checking for news. Nope, got nothing. I bet if Saka play, yeah, exactly. I think he could start but get like 60. I just think Arteta's probably going to. He'd probably chuck him in. They need to win the game, don't they? Honestly, mate, I think it's 2 or 3 players. That's how you differentiate, mate. You don't differentiate with your whole 11. I just think it's sort of 2 or 3 players here or there, really. If there are kind of 2 or 3 players that feel a bit rogue that you've got a feeling about, that's what I'd do. I'd pick them. Maybe start Mavropanos. Yeah, but over who? I'd go Porro, mate, the one that's in my team. The one I've got in my team, Kieran. My team. You just look at my team, it should answer your questions, really. I mean, I've picked Xavi Simons, so I could pick Solanke if I wanted to, but I haven't. No doubt my bench outscores my players in my starting 11 as well. I have no doubt about that. So that probably means I should pick Sunderland players with that in mind. But then if I pick them, they'll do crap. That's just the way it's going to go. But yeah, I think Xavi Simons is a better pick than Solanke. Oh, how? I see. Well, I think Solanke drops a bit too deep for me. And based on how I feel about the Spurs attackers, I think Xavi Simons is the better one. Bro, the hype on Spurs is crazy. Well, they have to win to stay in the league, and they're playing Wolves, mate, who are already relegated. Xavi does not hit DEFCON, no. I don't think Bowen is a player to go against, really. And you can also, I guess, if you really wanted to pick Pickford and Tarkovsky, you could. You could still pick them. It is Spurs, but it's only for a week. My pleasure, Kieran. I see that's what you're after. Sorry, I thought because quite a lot of people do a typo in their message, I thought rather than how, you actually meant to type who. So it's my bad. I assumed that you made a typo, which is just shocking. I think Spurs will stay up. I do. I think they will. Yeah, that's true. But they were also fighting each other in the dressing room last weekend. So I love this part of the season too. I'm just glad that it's interesting. The double game weeks and chip placement of stuff have made it interesting. I'm grateful for that. By the way, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like rating on the stream and subscribe to the Golden Goal channel. We're trying to hit 100 likes before the end of the stream, and I'd be very, very grateful if you can help me get there. We are on 217 viewers, it says to me at the moment. We got 93 likes, so I think we can hit 100. Oh, it's a good question. If Spurs don't go down, who does? So look at the table. Sorry, guys. Been live for 2 hours. Bear with. I think it could be West Ham. It's West Ham or Forest. One of those two. Europe could be Forest's undoing. At Bristol City, mate. There she is. There she is. I have always had an affinity to Man United, like throughout my life as well. I feel like where I grew up, it was fashionable to have both a Premier League team and a local team. And also, the first game I ever went to was Bristol City, and I now live in Bristol. I just feel like my team now. I can't. I've got a channel about Bristol City as well. It just feels like my team, mate. So they're my team. That's a good thing about Forest. I just said they're going to go down, and all of my Sunderland players are on the bench. What am I doing? Oh, I'm not sure about Dewsbury or Watkins. I didn't see that, Ollie. I didn't see that. I've been live the whole time, mate. I didn't see that. He wasn't our best ever player. Certainly, start of the season, he's been our best player, best attacker, I would say. Our best player is probably our goalkeeper. We got a guy called Radak Vitek, who is on loan from Man United. Apparently, a Stuttgart player shot on the pitch. Has that happened? Interesting. Thoughts on Saab? He's all right. He's got a good record against Liverpool. Yeah, we did a KDH or Njai spin the wheel, and Njai won. But honestly, no idea what to say. They're very close. Steve Boy, if you want to pick Garner, you go right ahead. No, I wouldn't do that. FPL polls. Man U Academy goalkeepers always cook. Fair enough. I'm playing against Bristol Rovers on the 22nd of May. I'm very lucky, but they've kindly invited me to play in a charity football game. Is anyone on this stream Bristol based, or would be willing to come to watch me play in a charity football game on the 22nd of May? I'll give you a link if you are. But yeah, don't want to see me playing a charity game with some Bristol City and Rovers club legends, local celebrities, all in name of men's mental health. There's a game going on the 22nd of May. I'm getting my dates wrong. Called the Talk Club Cup. I'm playing in it. I'm very excited. I've got to do a run tonight to get ready for it. I've been running. Mate, I don't play. Is the answer to that question? I don't play football. I'm a swimmer, mate. So, yeah. I'll probably play where I can cause the least amount of sabotage to my own team. I just don't want to embarrass myself. So I want to get myself to a reasonable level of fitness to the point where I don't embarrass myself. That's kind of the plan, really. Sorry, I just saw a meme as I was looking through. I can't share it on YouTube because I'll get done for it. But it was a very good meme. It's about Garnacho. I'll say that much. No more news yet. No more news yet. I'll show you. 2 secs, I'll show you the boots. I thought because I'm not a footballer, I'd look like a bit of a knobhead if I wore some really shiny boots. So I got some Adidas Predators. Black, white, and red. Adidas Predators. I'm going to do some running in them tonight. But I think they're pretty mega, aren't they? Look at that. Classic. I think they do the job. They go well with the Bristol City red as well. You know, they go quite well with the scarf. So, yeah, Predators for me. Oh, I thought they're classy, aren't they? Classy, a little classy touch. Yep, Glasner does look like he's going full strength. Alex, happy birthday, mate. Mate, you don't have to be on my stream for your birthday. Very happy birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to Alex in the chat. Mate, I used to, back in the day, I used to wear a pair of AstroTurf Predators as my shoes. I'm going to find them. I'll show you what I used to wear. Probably from like 2005, was it? Oh, I found them. I used to wear those shoes just for $180. Yeah, I used to have Astro versions of these, but I used to just rock about in these shoes when I was younger. $180. My God. But yeah, these used to just be my trainers. It was sick as well. That's what I used to have. And then I also used to have a pair of these as well. Let's see if they've got them. Not from 2005. Must be a bit later. 2006. No, maybe a bit earlier. Gonna find them. Oh, they don't do them. Where are they? That's not what my. There they are. I find them. T90 laser ones. White T90 laser ones. Oh. Believe it or not, I used to just walk around with those trainers as well. Those boots as my trainers. They're also expensive. $140 for these. But yeah, I used to have a pair of trainers that look like that as well. Because that's how cool I was. There you go. Good to see you, Liam, mate. You did fantastically on Forever Bristol City, by the way. Only a matter of time before you do an FPL deadline stream. Eze is... I just don't know about his minutes. If you can guarantee me that he starts, then of course he's a good pick. But that's the question, isn't it? That is the question. Liam's down. Oh, I've just seen your Insta story as well. You're by the harbour, mate. Nice one. It's lovely down there, pal. I wanna go back to 1999. Solanke or Gibbs White? Solanke. Gut feel. No. Bristol City will not be getting promoted next season, I don't think. My level of confidence in that happening is very low. Very low at the moment. We just don't have enough money in our playing budget, mate. We can't afford the wages of good players. Yeah, I have no idea, Kieran. It's I don't know who sings the song. It's a fairly modern song. It's stuck in my head. I can't get it out of my head. But I was 2 years old in 1999, mate. Watkins, and I would pick Xavi Simons and Mavropanos because they're also in my team. I know Mavropanos isn't starting for me, but I can't really get him in. He's good first bench, though. Oh, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to change my team. I'm not changing my team. Top 10 travel. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I already had that opinion. I brought in Ollie Watkins and then I changed it back. I just know that I sell. Oh, Ollie Watkins is gonna be a nightmare. Honestly, if Bristol City got promoted, I probably wouldn't pick a single one of their players in FPL. The skill of FPL is putting aside your affinity to the team that you support. The only way I'd pick a Bristol City player, to be fair, is if that they had a 4 million goalkeeper or defender that was going to get DEFCON. That's about it, really. Or like a 4 point, a minimum price player that can go on your bench. That's about it, really. Oh, we got some Tottenham news. Vicario's still unavailable, so Kinski. Udogi is a big doubt, but De Zerbi is hopeful that he'll be available. So there's your Tottenham news. I think Timber's out by the looks of it as well, which is a shame. If Timber was in, I'd be considering him, but I'm not. I'm not. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that's how you play FPL, mate. You're not allowed affinity to your own team. That ruins your game. You make the game too difficult for yourself if you do that. Rogers or Gibbs White? Oh, I'd probably say Rogers, but there's nothing in between them, mate. You need to get a coin out, number one security, flip the coin, and then do it. Calafiori fit? It does. It does. But who would you pick? Who would your third Arsenal defender be? Like Raya and Gabriel makes sense, but who's the third one? -4 to replace Kelleher? No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. It's absolutely not worth a hit to replace your goalkeeper, mate. That would be a madness. Oh, it's game week 34. I was getting thrown off. In my mind, this was game week 35. I remember telling someone game week 35. Sorry. Anyway. Fair enough, Toff. It's only for 1 week. I don't hate Wilson. Raya Gabriel Saliba. I'm not sure about Saliba. I think he gets 6 points or 2. That's about it, really. I suppose you could say the same about Porro as well. So, fair enough. I don't know what I'm doing, mate. I don't know what this team is. I feel like the more I look at this team, the more I think it's wrong. The more I think, oh, that player's going to be rubbish. Or that player's, oh, mate. So I had an itchy ear then. Couldn't you an Everton player? Probably wouldn't pick either of them, but I'd probably say Njai over Cunha. No, Lee. I do fancy them. Njai was in my team before I started the stream, but I got rid of him. I got rid of him for Xavi Siemens, if you can believe it. Njai or Harry Wilson. It's very close between those two. No idea. Chuck Gibbs White in there as well. Calafiori, I'm not sure. I don't think he does much. He doesn't have as enough routes to points for me. Well, that's what I thought about Xavi Simons. 1 week, playing out of his skin. Spurs need to win the game to stay up, you know? The will of Spurs to win that game is going to be far greater than Wolves is, that's for sure. Far greater. Yeah, I was looking at Casemiro as well. I've definitely looked at him. Michael Phelps. Actual Michael Phelps. Is this the swimming guy again? Yeah, team's fine, mate. Team is great. You've got my team, but you've got Casemiro instead of Rice. It's absolutely fine. Team is absolutely fine. No advice, mate. It's great. You say you don't fancy Sabozai until he gets a free kick from 30 yards out. Or Liverpool get a penalty and he takes it. Apparently, Rafa Leao was available for 40 million this summer. I'm just keeping an eye on FPL news, but that tweet popped up. Rafa Leao will be amazing. Arsenal should go for him. Best two, Bowen and Wilson. I don't really trust. I don't really trust Isak. I don't like his minutes or his form. I don't think it being your last season is good enough reason to take a penalty. Yeah, Newcastle are without a lot of players though. Gordon is out. Don't forget. Joe Linton's out. Livramento's out. The thing is, Andrew Morgan, the Crystal Palace double is not nailed on yet. It's not been confirmed. And second of all, Ismail Assar is, I don't think he could play both games of the double. I think it's very likely that Ismail Assar could get rotated. Well, don't put Solanke. Oh, put Solanke in then, Kieran. Put Solanke in, mate, if you want him. Go for it. I think, Wani, you make that decision based on the long term. Like, is the player you're bringing in for the long term? If the answer to that question is yes, it makes the -4 much more palatable. Much more palatable. Not got a route to him. How have you not got a route to him? James, look at my team, mate. Just look at my team, brother. Your answer is there, my friend. You're a selfish man. What's your overall points? Let's have a look. Ooh, I had a good Gameweek right there, didn't I? 2014, mate. 2014. It's also proof that I'm not lying about my rank either. We could be telling fibbies, but we're not. Go in the middle of the screen. There we go. There we go. I would agree for you, top 10 travel, and it's only for a week. Why Bowen? Because I think he's one of the best forwards in the game. Takes penalties, plays every game, 90 minutes. Everton being good at home does not mean they're the best team in the league. Can get DEFCON. Yeah. Are you in the Discord, mate? Let's have a goosey. Two secs, mate. Just getting the team up. Someone tell me Isak is a bad idea. Isak is a bad idea. I think you need to have we got to join the FPL Cartel, mate. There is a link in the description. I'll put it in the chat as well. This is how you get your team reviews now, being part of the cartel. I think you need Bowen in there, mate. I think you need a bit of Bowen. Oh, why do I have triple Liverpool against Crystal Palace, by the way? Why do I have triple Liverpool against Crystal Palace? What is the logic behind that? Why have I done that? These are the questions. You look at this team for long enough and you see what other people are doing, and then you just question everything. And I'm questioning everything now. Why? What am I doing? What am I doing? I might get some early team news in the car. We don't get it, unfortunately. We're not. Well, I'm not big time enough. No one sends me leaks, I'm afraid. I get the old one about Bristol City, but I don't get any about FPL. Does look like Pep's gonna leave Man City, you know. Now I've got Harry Potter in my head. What's going on? Yeah, I probably would. It's beasts. I think either of them can be. I think either of them, to be honest, should can make way for Watkins. Oh yes, top 10 travel. I want to stop looking at my team. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to look at it anymore. I'm just going to close my eyes for the rest of the stream and not look at it. Because the more I look at my team, the more I doubt it. So we're just going to do the rest of the stream with my eyes closed. So I don't have to look at it. Much easier. I nearly went to sleep then. No, we're not. We're not the. Well, we are. We are the cartel. No, it's a sub launch, mate. What do you reckon? Does this hang on, we're gonna do a bit of grooming here. Does this beard here need a trim? I'm going to a wedding tomorrow, and I'm wondering, is this like the perfect length, or could we do with a little trim? What do you think? I think it makes me look a bit more grown up, but could do with a little trim. I don't know. Fen, what's your issue? I don't know your login won't take me to the app. What's the issue? Cheers, team. I appreciate that. We'll keep it then. I'm on the app, but the Discord ain't there. I don't know, mate. You have to send us an email. Send an email to the email that's on the contact, and we'll sort that for you. I can't do anything now because I'm live on stream, but we can try and sort it for you offline. Silly question, but have you tried turning it off and on again? Because is that you? I don't know who that is. We'll find out. That's who's joined. We'll find out if that's you. 2 seconds. Said Fenster has just joined. Is that you? Yeah, you're in, mate. I'd reset Discord to see if it works because you're in the group apparently. Oh, I'm sure top 10 travel. I'm just waiting for Abby to join the stream. She usually convinces me. It's showing you as in the group, mate, so you should see it. There's no reason why you shouldn't. That username I showed you, the F, was you. So you're in. Looks like Man United are in for Rodgers in the summer. Triple Arsenal defenders for the rest of the season. Bloody hell. Probably not, actually. I don't think there's enough points in Raya long term. Henderson or Pickford? I would pick Pickford, mate. Pick Pickford. That was hard to say. Differential mid forward, Solanke. Casemiro. Xavi Siemens. Well, Jamie Hall, I had Watkins in my team for a little while, and then I went on FPL Tom's stream actually, and he talked me out of it, the little swine. No, I'm only messing. It's quite honestly, I don't know how many minutes he's going to get. I would like to think that all of the players in my team get 90 minutes. Is there any argument to say they won't? Yeah, Brighton, good score. You've got to take that, mate, in your first season. That's very good. Oh, excuse me, but the only points that matter are your points at the end, of course. So whilst I might be very happy with my 89 K rank, it's not the end of the season yet. It's not locked in. Best 3 differential defenders. You need to have Gabriel, Porro, and then Mavropanos. So I don't think there are differential defenders really. Well, there are, but I just think the best ones are the ones you pick. Really, I think what I should say is my criteria for a defender is one that gets DEFCON, one with a decent chance of a clean sheet this week, and one that gets DEFCON. I'm saying that as I've got Pedro Porro, but he's a different case. Yeah, me too, Brighton. But at the same time, what else could you do? Yes, Janius. Yeah, it's great, mate. I'm not a massive fan of Gakpo. That's all I'd say there, but it's great. I cannot argue with that at all. Oh, now I think Gakpo's a good option. Now I'm like, should I go for Gakpo over Szoboszlai? Oh, this is so painful. This is the thing. You look at your team for. I've been live for 2.5 hours. I've been looking at this team for 2.5 hours. Goovy, when I put Watkins in and I could only have one, I had Rice. So, yeah. I just keep doubting all of my picks the more I look at them. It's so annoying. It's so annoying, man. I just want to go back to 1999. See, it's in my head. Why is it in my head? I'm gonna do it. Oh, don't. I don't need talking into that. I don't need anyone to talk me into that. No. Don't do that to me. Yeah, it could be game week 36, mate. I think Sniftle there'll be a double game week. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a double in 36. That's all I got. That's when you use it, mate. I don't need that from you, though. Top 10 travel. Less of that from you. And yeah, Wolves beating Spurs wouldn't be a massive surprise to me as well. But I feel like it's worth doing. I feel like Spurs have to win it, don't they? And Xavi Simons is going to be. He's going to be playing out of his skin, you'd imagine. Also, if you're a Premier League team or a top European team, you're looking at that Spurs squad. Who would you take? I'm adding you then, Fenster. 2 seconds. Just added you, mate. Gordon to Jabby for a -4. Oh. No, because you've got to have Xavi Simons long term then. I'd -4 Gordon out or -4 a player out for someone that's going to be in your team for the long run. I've just added you, Fenster. Balls of steel. Fair enough, mate. Not bad long run. Yeah, but I don't think Leeds at home is that great of a fixture. I don't think Everton at home is that great of a fixture either. I guess they're decent. Mate, if you really want to get Xavi Simons in for a hit, then do it. I think what you're doing is wanting me to say yes. The only problem is Xavi Simons is not a good football player. Mate, I'll pick the two that are in my team. I've got Virgil van Dijk and Mukiele. But the thing is, for me, I'm not sure how the Forest and Sunderland game goes. I cannot call it at all. That's the only thing for me. Which player do you suggest for Gore? Yeah, Morgan Rogers. I don't think Morgan Rogers is a rotation risk. No, I would probably say Mavropanos over Mukiele. He's further on my bench, isn't he? Go well, Miles. Get some good sleep. Yeah, probably Declan Lord. Yeah, probably. That's a good point on penalties, actually, for Forest. You're right. Maybe Chris Wood's the one. Maybe it's been Chris Wood all along. Sorry, folks, I was muted. I was wiping my glasses and blowing my nose, and then I muted myself. I was just saying, if I was on a wild card, I'd probably have 3 Man City players, and all of them would probably be on my bench, which I know is a little bit of a risk. But yeah, that's what I'd do. And then I'd probably pick a very similar team to this. I just wouldn't have Porro or Xavi Siemens. And maybe Szoboszlai wouldn't be in it, and Van Dijk as well, but there ain't much in it, really. Do 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 do. What a manic stream. Do 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 do. You refreshed. Well, I'm pleased. Please, you refresh. Thank you for refreshing. Mm-mm-mm. Oh well, you're in the server, mate. It's showing you in the server. Your username is in the server. Fenster with a 3 in between the F's and the N's, a 5 in between the N and the T's, and a 3 next to the R. You're in there. I've tagged you. I think it's something going on your end, mate, to be honest, because you're in the group. I can't do any more. Sorry, but you are in. If you we can cancel if you want us to. Yeah, I don't know either. Mukiele should be in the 11. Who for? Who for? Who for? I ask. I'm not sure there's anyone obvious that I'd put in, really. I'm not sure there's anyone obvious. Could you oh, hang on, I'm going to DM you. I'm DM'd you on Discord. Just answer that. You don't have to put it in the chat. Answer that and we'll cancel you. Appreciate that, Jamaica. I am, mate. That's what we're doing. Been live for 2. We're going to keep going as well. We're going to go all the way till 4:30, or as long as I can hold on for. So that's another hour and a quarter. I feel like I've answered a lot of the same question though today. I'm not going to lie. I won't lie to you. If you can't see the DM I've sent you, that obviously means that it signed you in from a new account. It's not showing you as online, so I was on mute. You need to skip ahead, number 1 security. Someone tell number 1 security he's well behind. I'm not having that. I think Gabriel is arguably even a captaincy shout. I think Gabriel is arguably a captaincy shout. Call me crazy, but I genuinely think it. Well, I've literally just sent you a DM on Discord. So if you can't see the DM, then you're clearly logged in on the wrong account. That's all I'm saying. Rank dogs. Yeah, I don't think they do stink, mate. I think they'll be all right. They're still second in the league. It'd be this team, mate, to be honest. Differentials. Well, I think I'm differential enough, really. I'd probably have Njai in there to be a bit different. Gibbs White, Watkins. Maybe start a Sunderland defender instead. Casemiro. Yeah. Oh, that is a good point actually about Murillo being injured. That could tip the balance of the game. Mate, what? Bro, what? I've sent you a DM. What do you want to know? What's the hashtag? There's no hashtag. Bro. What's the hashtag? There's no hashtag. I've just DM'd you on Discord. It's Fenster with a 3 instead of an E. Well, you can pick Solanke if you want Solanke, mate. Sorry, I can't do any more customer support for the cartel. You are logged into Discord on the wrong account currently. I think that's what's going on. You're in the Discord, and I've just sent you a DM. That's what's happening, mate. Decent team that. I don't know why you've got I guess you're not free hitting this week. Fine. It's a good team. I think Jokeres could be interesting if he plays. I can't see it, mate. It's not showing it to me. It's not showing me your hashtag, mate. I can't see it. I think that's a risk. Jay Cunha. That is bold, mate. I'll tell you what, Robbie is an absolute specimen, isn't he? What a signing. What a signing he's been for Sunderland. Sunderland have done very, very well. Robbie is an absolute, he's a freak. But in a good way. Just an absolute beast. I wouldn't want to have to mark him. I think the only way you can mark him is just hack him out, isn't it, really? No, -4 for any goalkeeper doesn't make sense. In fact, if I had to, if I didn't have a goalkeeper this week, like I had Darlow and Verbruggen double up, I wouldn't even use a -4 to get a goalkeeper, and I'd just play with 10. That's how much against I am the goalkeeper swap for a -4. Genuinely. We'll see. Just being 6'5" doesn't necessarily mean you're fast or strong. Just means you're 6'5". But Milenkovic is a mad dog, isn't he? To be fair, he is a Vidic-ish esque player. It's just what the Serbians are like, aren't they? Just warriors. They are absolute warriors. Why a West Ham player? Because I really like Bowen. I think Bowen is better than any Everton player. And West Ham are at home. And there's more on the line in the game. And Mavropanos has scored. He's done the points quite a lot recently. So I'll pick Mavropanos. He probably won't do the points this week, but he has done lots of points recently. So that's my thinking on Mavropanos. My pleasure. Glad I could help. I feel like the questions are kind of slowing down a little bit. So yeah, if you've got questions for me, do let me know. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I'm here to answer them. It's what I do. What's the reasoning for Tiago? I just really like Tiago, mate. I think he's better than Watkins. I can't guarantee that Watkins is going to play 90 minutes. I don't think Man United away is a terrible fixture for an attacker, and Tiago is a penalty taker. Van der Ven, I don't rate Van der Ven. I don't play chess. I did have a go a couple years ago, but I can't play it. I can't really even remember the rules, to be honest with you. I can't really remember the rules. Yeah, I'm probably at my limit with stuff I can do with my life, really, to be honest with you. If I took on any more, I would be very, very stretched and stressed, and I just don't think I can. So yeah. See if we got any more news on Twitter, shall we? What do you think about Xavi? Yeah, I like them all, mate. I wouldn't use a transfer on a 1 week punt. I don't see the point. I'd goalkeepers for the rest of the season. Let's have a goosey gander. I'm gonna go on Solio and have a look. There's your top goalkeepers for the rest of the season. Roofs, why not? Yeah, but surely you're not picking a centre back for just that. I could be proved wrong. Yeah, if Van der Ven scores, fair enough, but not for me. Sorted it. All right, let's go. You put your team in the chat. If you put your team in GGFF, mate. If you put your team in that chat, I thought you were in the wrong account. Put your team in that chat, and we'll look at it. You would think that you wouldn't need much convincing for a guy that is hunting Haaland for goal. Yeah, exactly. And they're going for Europe. I have Njai and Dewsbury Hall my free hit. I don't know who to start. Yeah, go for it then. I think it's very close to between Njai and Dewsbury Hall, to be honest with you. Yeah, exactly. Of course it is. Yeah, Mavropanos is fine. I don't see an issue with Mavropanos. It's just my personal feeling on West Ham as well. Took a while to get there, didn't it, old Fenster? You've done that just for me to say, great team. It's a great team, especially because you're not free hitting. That's a good free hit team anyway. I would definitely captain Bruno Fernandes, though. 110% captain Bruno Fernandes over Njai. But it's a great team. And you got some bench cover, and you haven't used your free hit. So, great team. I got nothing other than that, really, to say. Adam, I've gone Xavi, mate. I did have Watkins in my team for about 5 minutes, but Xavi Siemens for me. Ooh. Beep, beep, beep. I wouldn't. Honestly, I would captain Gabriel if you want to captain someone that's not Bruno. If you've gone to that effort to join the Discord, I'm not going to let you captain Njai. If you don't want to captain Bruno, I would captain Yeah, I captain Gabriel. Yeah, me too. I thought he scored a goal to keep them in the Premier League, but it didn't happen. He's going to have to do it again this week, isn't he? Casemiro, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't hate it. He's one of the sort of 20 players or so that you can pick, really. I think he's fine. Can't argue with it too much. Garner as well. Can't argue with that. Garner's fine as well. You got, have we Adam? Is it Adam Loveridge by any chance? Hey, funny that. Well done, mate. Smashing it. I did outscore you last week, though, so we've got that. Fair play, mate. Good on you. Good on you. I'm slowly moving up my own league. Where am I? I'm only 67th. No, we're not going to do that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm only 67th in my own league. Four in defense, fine, yeah. Depends who you got, but four in defense, probably okay. I'm sure it did get ugly in the Spurs locker room. I mean, I think most of my players are pen takers. Yeah, that's the thing for me is Everton, they don't have a striker. I think they could be a little bit toothless. Hello, Dakshin. Oh, mate, we're going to be live for 4 hours, mate. We got another hour to go. So stick around. Leave a like rating. We got another hour to go. Another hour to go. And then I'm going to go out for a run. If that's allowed, I want to go out for a run. Ninth in my league. Bloody hell. Fair play, mate. You must be smashing it this season. You're definitely doing better than I am. That's what I'll say. Well, obviously, you're ahead of me in the league, but yeah. Most of my subscribers are probably just better at FPL than I am, aren't they? You'll be fine. Mr. Fenn, you will be fine. Well, Ben Lassalle, I'm pleased, mate. Keep up the yard work, mate. We're here for, another hour and 2 minutes and 30 seconds to be exact. I'm going to stay until 4:30. I'm going to try my best to be on till 4:30 anyway. Where would you say your luck has come from this season? What in particular have you got lucky with, Daction? Yeah, but Newcastle, I think, are they're lacking a little bit in attack at the moment. I don't think I create a new chip. Controversially, I quite liked the assistant manager chip. I quite liked it. I quite liked it. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, good for you, man. I'm sure some would love that. Danny Sport, love that, mate. Thank you very much. I'm pretty happy with this team as well. I think she's all right, isn't she? Bit of bench cover. Yeah. I like DEFCON too, mate. I like it too. I really like it. Sorry, but it makes so many more players pickable. And you might say, oh, it makes the game boring. But I think you could change it a little bit so it's less powerful. Up the numbers a little bit, like 12 and 14 might be the way to go. But it's being able to pick a defensive midfielder in FPL is quite cool, I think. I like it. I would go Xavi, mate. The one I got in my team. Yeah, Sebastian, it's valid. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm not necessarily 100% locked on Raya yet. That's one thing I would say. Would you recommend? Yeah, sure. Go Gibbs White. For me, I just think Solanke plays too deep. And I just think Xavi Simons feels like the one that's going to do the most from an attacking point of view. So that's my thoughts. Sorry, folks. Won't be a sec. There we go. Oh, yeah, the vice captain. That'd be quite interesting. That'd be quite interesting. I also think you could get, like, rather than Def Con, you could get Attacking Con. And it could be, like, completed passes and shots on target. Sobo or Gakpo, the one in my teammates, Bosley. I haven't considered Gakpo at all. I don't know if I'm just being blind, and if I am, I'll accept it. But I'm going to Bosley, mate. I would go Casemiro. I like Casemiro. I do like Casemiro. See if you got any news. Sorry. I'm choking. Why am I choking? Gakpo. What is that message, mate? What? The one in my team, Rice. It's Rice or Watkins. No, mate. I'm happy with my team. I think I'm trying to be too cute with Salah. Yeah. You probably have two of them. I'm not sure about Isak. No doubt he'll bloody score a hat trick now, but I'm just not sure about Isak. It's quite template, mate. Yeah. I just think it's the best team though. Like I've chopped and changed it. I think it's the best team. I think this is the best team. You can call it template. It's my personal view of what I think the best team is. I did the same last week. I had quite a template bench boost and quite a template wild card, but I thought it was the best team, and it paid off. I've halved my rank in the last 2 weeks. So yeah. Yeah, I like Watkins. I just think they're going to score points, mate. They all got multiple routes to points. Here, do you want to hear something about Rice? Well, Newcastle are the top team, the worst team in the league for conceding goals to centre backs, and where the centre backs score most of their goals from set pieces. Who takes the set pieces for Arsenal? Declan Rice. He's also going to hit DEFCON. Well, no, not going to. He's also very good at DEFCON. So yeah. I mean, I've already got Xavi in my team, so it's funny. People are asking me questions when I've got the players that they're asking about in my team. So obviously, I'm going to say Xavi is good. I'd consider Solanke, but I think Xavi Siemens is actually better. Chiro ranks. I would probably sell João Pedro for either Bowen or Thiago. Yeah, you could go Verts. I think it'll be all right. I think Verts is decent, mate. Why not? Why the fook not? I didn't swear then, by the way. I said fook. No, Gooby, I don't. Don't bother me. I wasn't offended. Which you can already answer that. My bench boost was triple Bournemouth. Oh, sorry about that. You definitely didn't. You went too differential, I think, though. That'd be my view. Not sure whom to pick instead of Dango. What's wrong with Dango? Am I missing something on Dango, by the way? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, we've got both already. I see. I feel like I probably just wouldn't sell him. Probably wouldn't sell Chow. What about your rank would be if you didn't screw up the first? Oh, mate. Well, I'm not considering it screwing up. I'm not. I think my decision to do it was fine. Playing Leeds, I thought it was an okay fixture. And I did it because we knew that he was going to play the game, and we didn't know in the future if he was going to be available. So I'd do it again. Solanke nailed on for penalties. I think he's the penalty taker. Nailed on 100%. 95%. Captain Salah. I mean, if you want a Captain Salah, Captain Salah. Yeah, whatever. Oh, excuse me. Niels, good day. I tried to pronounce your name then. I probably didn't do it correctly. No, yeah, I think it is, mate. I wasn't taking it as criticism. I was also tell you what, I was more offended that you were criticizing yourself. I don't think it's a bad decision. I'd do it again. Genuinely. You might think I'm mad for saying that, but I think I'd do it again. Watkins or Thiago? Well, mate, look at my team. A lot of these questions answered by just looking at my team. Do boop boop doo boop boop doo 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 doo. Is this your final team? I think very likely. I don't know why Simpsons in my head now. Favorite Simpsons character? Nelson. I like Nelson. I like Nelson. Nelson. I'm going to say Nelson. Not because I just like him going, haha. It's so funny. I do like Nelson. I've never played Hit and Run, mate. I didn't have a PlayStation, so I couldn't play it. I had an Xbox. I had the original Xbox, believe it or not. And I was a weird kid. I used to just play racing games, like driving games, all the time. You're in a different fantasy league. Would you rather go? I'd go Robbie. Selling. Oh, Xiao. Well, we haven't got confirmation yet that Crystal Palace actually have a double game week. So you'd be buying on the assumption that they do. They're likely to, but it's not confirmed yet. Yeah, I have the original Forza Motorsport. That's one of the games I played. I used to also play Toka. Yeah, I have the original, but I have the original Forza. And Need for Speed. I had Need for Speed. What else did I play? That was it, really. Toka, Need for Speed. Yeah, those are the games. Best strikers in the last round, I think it's Haaland, Thiago, Bowen, mate. I really do. They've all got something to play for pretty much till the end of the season, I think. I'll take the Bart. It's better than I could be. Better than other characters. I also a lot of the voices are done by one person on there, or is that Family Guy? I can't remember. Maybe I've forgotten actually. No, ignore me. God, I'm starting to go a little bit insane now. Been live. I know it's only been 3 hours, but a long time. I'm starting to go a little bit crazy. I'm still doubting my team. You know, when you look at your team and you question everything about it, I'm still questioning everything about this team. Boop, 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 boop. Sorry, it's happened again. It's in my head. Any more questions, folks? We've still got another 45 minutes of the stream to go. I'm ready to get outside, go for a run. But we've got another 45 minutes to go. Well, I feel like that's my team. Like, I've looked at it for a while. The more you look at it, the more you worry about it, right? But yeah, I'm not overthinking it. I refuse to overthink it. That's my team. Oh, don't call me Millhouse. It's all coming up Millhouse in my FPL this season, so we're going to leave it at that. Where's my AirPods case? 2 seconds. The Bart comparison did make me laugh, though. And so did the Millhouse one. I definitely look more like Millhouse. I've got bloody round glasses on. Of course I look more like Millhouse. Do, 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 do. Let's have a look at... I'll tell you what. We're going to go to a fantastic source of information here. And I'm going to point you towards a video that you should probably watch. I'm going to put it in the chat. We're going to have a quick look at Fran's cheat sheet, if that's all right. Have a quick look-see at Fran's cheat sheet. Because Fran's cheat sheet is a fantastic source of information. And we're going to see if that makes me change my mind about any of my free hit options. You ready? Midfielders. Oh, it does make me think Sabozai's a load of crap now. Oh, no. I don't need to see that. Bruno G as well. Oh, no, no, no. Salah looks good. Forwards. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Thoughts on Tata, not for me. Bowen's the one, mate. Mate, we love Simpsons is great. It is actually a fantastic show. You cannot hate The Simpsons, mate. You can't knock The Simpsons. It is solid. I won't do an impression, though. You're not going to get me to do an impression. That's for sure. Just got to check that in a sec. They got any Bitcoin? That's going up again by the looks of it. Not to the all-time high that it was at, but it seems to be recovering slightly. Oh, absolutely. It's Simpsons. Unreal. 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 Sorry. Any more questions? I think I'm set. Like, I'm not changing my team. My team's set. I'm happy with it. It looks good. Hopefully scores loads of points. You can't have everyone. Someone's going to score points that's not in my team that I considered. Watkins, no doubt, is going to score. But on the whole, I'm fairly happy. On the whole, I'm fairly happy. See if anyone else is live now. See what they're doing with their teams. FPL Mate's live now. What's he got? What's his team looking like? Ooh. I take it he's not on his free. Or is he on his free hit? Ooh. Interesting. $28K in the Sky Sports League. Where am I? I'm going to compare ranks. Am I in the Sky Sports League? I think I am. Where's Sky Sports? Oh, he's ahead of me. He's ahead of me. Fair enough. Can I get my team badge? Can I do a team badge, actually? Can I change my team badge? Oh, no. Oh, no, I just closed FPL. Whoops. Sorry, folks. We'll be back. I'm going to change my badge. What? We got to do it on another screen or something? Bloody hell. Edit my badge. Oh, still waiting. Still waiting for Harry. Fair enough. In my mini league, Brobby or Solanke? I think you got to go Solanke, mate. I think you got to go Solanke. If you're free hitting this week, go Solanke. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, that's what I got for you, mate. I'm still waiting for Adobe Express to work so I can change my badge. I might be stuck with the hench swimmer. It's me, just for the record. If you want to see what my badge looks like, it's me, just for the record. Oh, no, it's letting me change it. I don't want to do that on stream. Scares me. Boo! We're trying it. We're seeing if it'll do it. Oh, mate, Roger's decent. I don't have him, but that's not to say that that Rogers is not good. I mean that Rogers is bad. Feeling like Eze. Yeah, Eze could be a decent pick, actually. Yeah. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. But yeah, I don't mind Rogers. Yeah, I think Rogers could be good. I mean, I've had Watkins in my team. I just think for me, I'd rather have Watkins than Rogers. I don't know about you. I just think if you're thinking of a Villa player that's most likely to score out of Rogers and Watkins, I'm picking Rogers. What about Gibbs White over Rice? Yeah. Thing for me is, I think could be a bit different for I just wonder. I just wonder how they're going to be without Chris Wood. With Chris Wood now, sorry, and how much of an impact that's going to make. Solanke should be on pens. Can I confirm it? 100 million%? No, but he should be on penalties. Should be. That doesn't necessarily mean that's like reason to get him though, just because he takes the penalties. Yeah. I'm probably going to wrap up the stream at 4 o'clock, actually. I'm starting to fade a little bit. That'll be 3.5 hours, which I think that's a good shift, that. User, you have to use your free hit this week, mate. Pick the team that I've got. It's a free hit week. That's what you do, mate. Yeah, I'm probably going to stop streaming in 2 minutes. I've decided I'm knackered. And I feel like I'm starting to lose energy, and I don't want to sacrifice the quality of my stream for you guys. I don't want to be doing that. No, we're good for sleep, mate. It's just I've been live for 3.5 hours. It just takes it out of you. I'm gonna go for a run now. I feel energized for that, but for me, I'm looking at a chat the whole time, talking to you, lovely lot. Don't get me wrong, and I love streaming, but does take it out of you. I just want to be on top form for as long as possible, you know. Last thing you want to see is someone who doesn't really want to be live anymore, you know. Yeah. All right. I think that takes us to a full 3.5 hour deadline stream. I'm going to go chill out, stretch, and go for a run. I hope that's okay. I hope you don't mind. I've really enjoyed that today. Thank you, everyone. Good luck in Game Week 34. That's my team. Because I'm going out for a run, I'm probably going to be forced not to change it. So that means I'm pretty much locked in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do a screenshot and tweet it. But yeah, I think we're good. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, do leave a like rating on the way out. Subscribe to the Golden Goal channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm off out for a run. I will see you tomorrow evening for a video. That's when I'm going to be back next. Tomorrow evening, we're going to talk about future game weeks and all that jazz. Yeah, I'll see you then. Gibbs White's a good option, but I'd be worried about his penalties now Chris Wood's playing. Roosters goalkeeper, yeah, go on then. Why not? Sorry, I should say that's the end of the stream.